Hey everyone, I hope you guys are enjoying Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak in whichever platform you're choosing to play it on. And today we're going to be checking out a massive new quality of life improvement event quest that ended up being dropped as part of the 5th free title update and what we expected to be the final event quest of this specific time period, as pretty much by this time, the time that you guys are watching this video, next week, the bonus 6 free title update digital presentation should have taken place or will be ready to take place right around the corner, and we expect the bonus / 6 free title update to drop pretty much on June 8th. So pretty much this is going to be the last event quest that we get as part of this 5th free title update, and it turned out to be a really interesting one since essentially is a little bit of a quality of life improvement type of a quest. If you still don't necessarily know how to get your hands on any sort of event quest or downloadable content, all you need to do is make your way down to the Steelworks or Elgato, speak to a courier cat, and go all the way down to the add-ons options and claim anything that's labeled in white. One of those will be a brand new slaying master rank 6 event quest called Brightly Shining Disaster. This event quest is going to be taking place in the arena and is going to be up against a Shagaru Magala. Now the reason why this quest is interesting is not necessarily even for the rewards, which we have gotten some somewhat decent rewards so far within the past few weeks, but in fact you're going to be gaining massive amounts of master rank and high rank experience for taking down this Shagaru Magala in the arena. Now they have done this type of quest in the past with other monsters, but the number of experience you get to eventually get to 999, which is what a lot of people ultimately want to do and grind over and over, hasn't necessarily been up to par. So now with this specific quest, you should be, if you're in the 300 range to 400 range, you should be able to get about a level or so per quest completion. So it should be able to carry you north of 600 to 700. Now, whether it's gonna be the quest you're gonna want to do over and over and over to ultimately max out your HR or master rank 999, probably not. You're still gonna want to do anomaly quest or special investigation quests. For that, they still carry more experience, but for just being a basic master rank monster, this one is gonna be just fine enough. Now as far as the quest is concerned, this is just a normal Shagaru Magala. You're not going to be concerned with extra health or anomaly investigation or risen version of itself. That is not what we're dealing with here. So normal health, normal resistances, normal HP, and normal damage. So nothing really that you haven't necessarily seen. If you have already been grinding anomaly investigation levels north of, let's say, 230 plus, when you start to see a lot of risen elders become kind of like part of the queue and quest that you kind of get just dumped into relatively quickly, you will notice that risen Shagaru Magala is one of those monsters north of 250 that become pretty prominent. People are farming left and right, but that thing can certainly do massive damage, especially the hazard version of itself north of 270, anomaly investigation 270 or 280, I forget which one it is, but ultimately that version of itself with the new attacks and all the new twist will do really massive damage. This one is none of that. This is just a normal Shagaru Magala, and the attacks you have to watch out for is pretty much the hyper beam and that are kind of like vertical type beam attack that it does more slaying to the ground. It starts from the left or to the right, or to the right to the left, depending upon whichever way it wants to focus on first. Instead of doing the beam directly forward in one specific direction like a hyper beam type of attack, it will do it directly down to the ground, and then it'll do I want to say like a 45-degree angle type of thing. Cover a little bit of an area, not even completely in front of it, and then it just kind of trails off into the sky. And that's pretty much the most powerful attack you need to really watch out for. But again, shouldn't be something that one hit KOs you if you're already doing the Risen Elders version of these monsters. But it is something worth watching out for every other attack. Probably the Paul combo attack will be something to pay attention to, but at the end of the day, not really that much of a danger. I do want to put up that last video of the Risen Elders comparisons with the new attacks. Shagaru Magala is the one that is still pending, so I'm still working on that video. Should be able to post it within the next few days. But as far as the rewards are concerned, like I said, you are going to be getting a lot of master rank and high rank experience, and we have gotten plenty of these type of quests already where they give you either extra eggs. A few weeks ago we got extra eggs quest that give you a lot of money, zenny or whatever. We've gotten others that give you, you know, material drops for, you know, being able to craft armor pieces or whatever it is, and stuff like that. So there have been a lot of quality of life type of quests and events that we have seen drop so far. But as far as like master rank, high rank experience, there have been a few, but like I said before, once you get into those high 500, 600 master rank levels, you know, those quests are not necessarily the best you want to farm over and over. Those special investigations or anomaly investigation quests is probably the better way to go about it. So it's interesting that at the very least they saved one of these quality of life quests for the tail end of all things. Now at the same time, we do know that the digital presentation will be taking place pretty much next week, like I spoke about in the top of the video. And in the next video I'm going to be talking about one of the armors that they already teased on their social media pages. So I do want to give a quick teaser on that. I'm going to be talking about that armor extensively, since there are plenty of people already excited as to what that armor could potentially represent going forward. At the same time, there's also plenty of information that I've already posted through my channel talking about the data mines and stuff like that, and most of those things I'm going to try to do a very quick recap video for Sunday morning, talking about pretty much everything that you can expect to see as part of this bonus / 6 free title update. I'm going to be doing a little bit of recap video with all of that information from the data mines. Hopefully, if you haven't necessarily caught up with any of that, I will be covering all of that information, and of course talking about primordial Malzeno and everything that encompasses him, since, you know, still even up to this day, there will be some things that will be updated on, but even to this day we don't necessarily understand its shifts or its formats or its stages. You know, how is that gonna really work out? We're not necessarily too sure as to how that is going to work out. You know, there's still just so much data provided in the data mines, and we don't really have a very clear glimpse as to what it could potentially be. So I'm certainly going to try to you know, dig up some more information there, but I'm not really sure more can be had. There was a little bit of a hotfix patch that we kind of thought would provide us with more information, but it never really did amount to anything. You know, none of the data that we should have expected to change actually did. So at the end of the day, pretty much everything stays the same for now. But that's about all the information that I have for you guys today. A brand new event quest is upon us, brightly shining disaster, with this brand new Shagaru Magala in Arena Master Rank 6-star quest. It's an interesting quest, you know, gives you those numbers if you want to grind for it, but I would much rather have an anomaly investigation grind quest that gives us plenty of that instead. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.